Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing really well. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to choose your right foundation. Choosing the right foundation can be so tricky and confusing. So many of us have faced these problems. I have faced them too. Especially can be confusing if you're a beginner and new to the makeup world. So I thought I would show you all the steps, tips and tricks that I follow to choose the right foundation for myself, which have kind of helped me over the time. Because choosing the right foundation is so important. It's your base, and if it goes wrong, your entire makeup is going to look totally bad. So yeah, this video is going to be very much in depth, so it's probably going to be a long video because I'm going to talk a lot and share whatever I know on choosing the right foundation. So I'm also going to show a video at the end where I would actually go into a store to choose a foundation for myself. So probably that should help you more. So if you're interested to know what are my tips and tricks on choosing the right foundation, then please keep on watching. So before you go and buy a foundation, there are two main things that you need to know. The first thing is to know your undertone. Now what is undertone? Undertone is basically the underlying color of your skin. The surface color of your skin keeps varying. So if you're tan, it's going to be different, and if you're not tan, it's going to be different. So you never choose a foundation based on your surface color. Whereas the undertone is always going to remain the same. Undertones are basically of three types. It's either cool, warm or neutral. So those who are like very fair, pale skin, they fall in the cool category, whereas those with olive, tan, deeper skin tones are going to be in the warm category, and if you're in between the two, then you are in the neutral category. So how to find out which is your undertone? This can be really tricky and confusing, but there are a few things that you can do which will help you to decide your undertone. So first thing I would say is look at yourself in the mirror in daylight with bare face. Don't apply any makeup on. So with your bare face, just have a look at yourself in the mirror. So when I look at myself in the mirror, I for sure know that I'm not very fair, nor am I very deep skin tone. I am somewhere between that. But for sure I know I am not in the cool category because I am not at all very fair. So I'm probably somewhere neutral and warm. So I am somewhere in the neutral warm undertone category. The next thing that you could do to decide is to check the color of your veins. If the color of your veins is blue, then you are cool toned. If it's green, it's warm tone. If it's bluish green, then you're neutral undertone. So when I look at my veins, I can clearly say that it's greenish color, so I am in the warm category. The other thing you could do is see how you react to excessive sun exposure. If you get tanned or bronzed easily, then you are warm undertone. If you turn very pink or if you burn easily, then you are cool undertone. The next thing, which is like probably not the best way to decide your undertone, but it kind of helps, is to see which kind of jewelry suits you the best. If you look the best in silver jewelry, then you're cool undertone. If you look the best in gold jewelry, then you're warm undertone. If silver, gold, both kinds of jewelry look the best on you, then you are neutral undertone. So these are certain ways which help you to decide your undertone. So once you know the undertone, next step is to know your skin type. So if you are dry skin, you want to go for a foundation which is more hydrating and illuminating. So look for an oil-based liquid or cream foundation. Look for words like hydrating in your foundation. Whereas if you're oily skin, you want a matte oil-free foundation, so preferably go for a powder foundation. If you're normal skin, then you can go for any foundation. You're very lucky, so any foundation is going to work for you. If you're combination skin, then also you can use any foundation, and you could use a setting powder on those areas where you tend to get oily. So once you know your undertone and your skin type, it's now time to go and buy your foundation. So I would say always try to go to a store which has like a good range of brands to offer, who have professionals in the store which could help you decide the color, and also which have testers so you can try them out. Buying a foundation online can be really tricky because it's very difficult to judge the exact shade unless you have already used that foundation before and it's your perfect skin match. Then you can go ahead and buy that online, but still buying online can be really tricky. If you still wish to buy online, try checking out a lot of reviews and swatches before you buy it. Try checking out as many swatches as you can. So that's why try going to a store in daylight with a bare face. Don't apply any makeup if you're going to buy a foundation, because if you have something on already, it's going to alter the shade that you select. So go bare face. Also, never swatch it on your hands. It's not the right way to choose your foundation. Always test it here on your jawline. Now once you know the store that you're going to, it's time to do a little bit of homework before you go there. So check which brands the store has to offer and what type of foundations those brands have to offer to you, so that you know what you want to go and look for. So now there are so many foundations in the market, like cream, liquid, mousse, stick, powder foundation. So you need to know what you want to go for, and that depends on your skin type and the coverage or the finish that you're looking for. So if you're looking for a more sheer, like light coverage, then you would go for a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream. Whereas if you want like a full medium coverage, if you have a lot of spots to cover anything like that, then you would want a more heavy duty foundation. Also, if you're oily skin, you would not go for anything that's hydrating. You want to choose like a powder foundation or a totally matte foundation. Whereas if you're dry skin, you don't want to go for a powder foundation, you want a more hydrating foundation. So it's better to do a little bit of homework and check out what foundations are available in that store, so that you have a fair enough idea what you want to go and buy. So now coming to some tips and tricks. First tip is, I would say if you're very confused and you still don't know what to do, it's better to go for a shade darker than your skin, like slightly darker, because it's better to look tanned and bronzed than to look chalky and totally white by choosing something which is very light for your skin. But if you still go on and choose a foundation which is like a shade or two lighter than your skin tone, you don't have to worry. You can either darken it using some shade adjusting drops from the Body Shop, or you can mix some darker concealer that you have in it and make it a little more darker, or you can mix some liquid bronzer that you have and make it look darker, or you can use that foundation to highlight your face, like you can use it on the areas under your eyes, in the center of your nose, your chin and your center of the forehead, and highlight those areas. Whereas if you choose a foundation which is like a shade or two darker to your skin tone, you can use that to bronze your skin and to give a nice sun-kissed look. Also, you can lighten the shade by mixing some moisturizer in it. It's slightly going to lighten the color of the foundation. Also keep in mind that, as I said before, if you are a warm undertone person, look for words like caramel, tan, golden, etc. in your foundation. Whereas if you're cool undertone, look for words like porcelain, rose, sable, and if you're neutral undertone, look for words like buff, nude, ivory. So now I'm going to show a video where I'm actually going into the store to buy a foundation for myself. So I wanted to buy a foundation from Loreal. I wanted to buy a liquid foundation, and which is pretty long lasting with some medium coverage. So I decided to check the liquid foundations from Loreal. So the first one that I checked is the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and as you can see here, these are the shades available in that foundation. So looking at the colors in the foundation, I for sure know that the last two colors and the first three colors are not my match. The first three colors are way too light, whereas the last two colors are way too dark for my skin tone. So now I'm left with just three colors which are probably the closest match to my skin tone. So as you can see here, I have applied those foundations with three shades on my jawline to see which one matches me the best. Here I am with my bare face. I have nothing on my face except for a lipstick which I tried in the store. So as you can see, I'm trying to blend that foundation and to see how it looks in comparison to the color of my neck, and I feel it's a pretty good match to my skin tone. But I still went ahead and also checked out the L'Oreal Infallible range, and I shortlisted these 4 shades from that range, and the shade which I found was like my perfect match was the color Radiant Beige. As you can see, I'm trying it here and I blended it completely and it looked perfect for my skin type. It is the foundation I am wearing today. So guys, these were the steps, tips and tricks that I followed to choose my foundation. I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. If you liked it, then please give it a thumbs up and share and comment. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. And I'll meet you soon in my next video. Bye bye.